Hi, it's Natasha. Welcome to a power yoga class. Go ahead and tuck your toes under and sit back on your heels. You can pull your pinky toe out and try to just settle into this really big stretch through the arches of the feet. Set your hands in your lap, roll your shoulders back and down, scoop the belly in and lift up high through the crown of the head. Deep breath in, big sigh out. Big breath in, big sigh out. Soften the muscles in the face, forehead, eyebrows, jaw, and tongue. Settle into your space. Just one more moment here on the feet and we'll release those toes. It can feel pretty intense. Try and soften the feet. And go ahead and sit on the top of the feet. And take another calming breath, settling into your mat, your body, feeling anything that's coming up for you. And then trying to simply let it go. Bringing yourself into the present moment, not worrying about the past or thinking about the future. Let's take your hands out in front of you like you're trying to push something forward. Flex and point, and flex, all effort and point. Let's add the breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and circle. Make tight fists, circle to the right, circle to the left. Pull those arms apart, and then blink the fingers as fast as you can, bringing fire into the forearms. Stretching or preparing the wrists and forearms for bearing weight. For 4, now bring the arms over the head. Elevate the shoulders, pull in the belly. 3, keep blinking faster and faster. 2 and 1. Shake them all the way down. And then little rotations like you're twisting something. Bring that up to the arms and the shoulders are gonna bounce here. 4, 3, they can flop around. You can start to bounce on the hips, off the heels as well. 4, 3, 2, 1, settle. Drop over to one side. You can just let your ear fall heavy into your shoulder. Lift your other arm up and then start to bend the elbow, floss it over and back, and then forward and up. So over and side, and then down and up. And then any just movements you want to make. You can even spin the arms, big circle back, big circle forward, lubricating that shoulder joint. Again, preparing for work and weight bearing. And other side. Press into the hand, let the head collapse over, sink into the wrist, side body, and then bring that left arm or opposite arm up and start to floss it side to side, and forward and to stack. And then one of each. Side, side, forward, back, side, side, twist, forward, twist, up. One more time. And circles backwards. And circle forward. Always listening to the body, doing what feels right for you. If something just doesn't feel right, or obviously if you feel any pain, please back off. Crisscross the arms a few times. 4, pat the back, hold it on one side. Wiggle your fingertips around your scapula into your shoulder blades. Give it a nice little pull forward and then switch. Wiggle your arms, see if you can hug your fingertips around the wings of your back. Deep breath in, big sigh out. Hands down, walk your knees under your hips. Vigorous cat-cow, big forced exhale through the mouth. Cat, inhale. Shoulders away from ears, tailbone to sky. Push the mat forward, pull the mat back. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold your cow, pull the shoulders away. Good. Keep arching the tailbone up and then lift off of the knees with the tops of your feet still down. Protract the shoulders, scoop in through the belly, land the knees. Hamstring curl, cat back, tuck the pelvis. Curl the spine spine, hug the heels in. Ooh, feel those hamstrings. Tuck the toes, stretch the hamstrings through down dog, and then back to a hamstring curl. Tuck toes, down dog doesn't have to be straight. You don't have to straighten the legs, doesn't have to be your fullest expression. Just see where your body's going to take you in this warm up. Hamstring curl and down dog pedal. High heel, low heel. Press your fingertips into the mat, spread them wide, index finger forward, tiptoe, one heel up, one heel down. Now both heels up, both heels down, high and low and high and low. Walk your feet wide, maybe mat width. Try to draw the chest back. Now gaze forward. We're gonna take the elbows wide and just take a few inches down in a push-up. 4 and 3 and 2, chest back, chest down, and 1. Cat, spinal wave, round forward, hip plank. Start to swing the hips down just to the place where it feels good. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, rock here, forward and back. No stress in the low back, so really try to push the shoulders back and down, shine the heart forward and up. Now lower the hips, lower the head. Chin lands, release the toes. Fingertips wide, funky. Cobra, roll and release. 2 more, roll. Squeeze the glutes, turn the heels upward and release. And roll and lower. Bring your hands by your chest and just take a little scorpion flip, twisting your knee up and behind. You can start to push away from the floor. So we're incorporating some upper body strength and a nice twist. Twist and push away. 2 more. Twist and maybe lift the arm. Get that opposite or the same arm as the leg that goes over. Lift, spin your body and hips. Let's do 2 more like that. Lift, spin. Now both arms up. Knees can meet. And then roll yourself back. Peel left knee up and over. Keep that hamstring curling, heel to butt. Draw the knees together, both arms up, sit up nice and tall, and then hands down, unwind with control. Good, both arms and legs up for locust, float, inhale, exhale, release, hands by chest, tuck toes under. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Walk onto those feet. Again, any movements, maybe swaying the hips side to side, lengthening into the side body. And we're going to take the feet a little closer. Rock forward, rock to forward fold. Rock forward, rock to forward fold. Uttanasana at the back of the mat. Jump the hands forward over soft knees. Rock, push away. This time grab the hands to the base of the neck in a bind. And then just swivel here, create space through the spine and through the hamstrings as you lift the tailbone. Try to straighten the knees a little more. Now bend the knees generously and drop the elbows down, hugging into this just relaxed chair pose, forward fold. Good, breathe, and then sink the hips down, yogi squat, and lift the hips up. Your range of motion, lower, feel the ankles. Exhale, lift, tailbone to sky one more time. Sit deep and exhale. Widen the hands again. Swivel the elbows forward as you twist from side to side. Peek over like you're trying to look in front of you as you get deeper. And then crawl or jump the hands back. Now, rock back. We're going to jump forward into a nice tucked handstand. You don't have to hold it. Just try and get your knees to your chest and land. Rock forward, rock back, knees, chest. Hips up high, rock forward, rock back, knees to chest so that we're almost in a pelvic tilt. So we will not arch over the body. You're way less likely to do that in a tight tuck. Reach back and tuck. Good. Maybe you caught a moment, maybe not. Either way, meet me at the top of your mat in Uttanasana, forward fold. Again, shake out the head, counter stretch the wrists, bend the knees generously again. Let your spine roll over the thighs, and then counter stretch back of the hands to the mat. Shake that heavy head. You could try to straighten the legs and bend again a few times, focusing on compressing into the top of the hands a bit. Good, now press the palms out. Even if you need to bend the knees, we're going to transfer weight from fingertips and palms to heels, maybe even pick up toes. Fingertips, heels, fingertips, lean, 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 and heels. Now, push the shoulders down. Again, it's okay to have the knees bent if your hamstrings are tight. We're gonna try to push the shoulders down, pop your left toes up, tap as high up the arm as you can. Push the floor like you're trying to make a hole through the floor. Lift the hip, pull the right foot into that hip crease. So femur to hip, tap as high up the arm as you can. Lean and high tap. Sit back, lean forward, high tap. Nice little toe tap there. Lean and push the floor away. Elevate that thigh up into the hip, if that makes sense. Turn on the quad muscle. And again, if your knees are bent, that's okay. Just do the best you can. Try a few more. Tap high, release back, tap high. If you can, we'll try to lean forward and float the feet up. You can try that one at a time. It'll look like this. Lean, lift one toe, lean forward. See if you can get that other toe up. And then widen your stance. Malasana, yogi squat. Circle out the ankles. Maybe you're working on that toe tap a couple more times. Even if you are not holding a toe tap, just trying to make your legs weightless. I'll try that one more time. Lean forward, push the shoulders, grip into the fingertips, tap and tap, maybe hold. Walk your feet out. Let's sit on the back of or let's wrap the arms around the back, sit on the forearms. Compression there. Rock, rock, rock. Take a moment here, sit and bounce and wiggle. Releasing through Achilles tendon in the back of the ankle. Doing the best you can to soften the hip flexors. Drop one knee, pivot out, and pull, pry the knees apart. Internal rotation, wide, external. Right, pull it out. Left, pull it out. Have a seat, boat pose. You can bend the knees in your boat. We're gonna open and close like a butterfly. Pull the palms in front. Interlace the fingers, release index, and then inner thigh. Think of a thigh master and you are opening and closing. Abductors and adductors in. Open, close, open, close. Crunch it in. As you open, start to make it a little bit of a tuck. Like you're trying to get your knees to your shoulders. 4, bring in that heat. 3, 2, 1. Open, close. Now drop to low boat. You can grab onto the legs, ground down through the low back. Right knee to nose. And left. Let's do 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. You got this. And straighten out. Pull the legs in opposition. Make an L. Rock your L and freeze. Rock your L and freeze. One more time. Rock your L and freeze. Now bend the bottom foot. Even hug it in with the hands if you need to. And try to pull your weight forward. Shoulders forward, hips up into a pistol squat. Just playing here with ankle mobility and good transfer of weight. So you're rocking your shoulders forward, making your hips light enough to lift. And some people have trouble getting that heel down. It's okay. Maybe you pop up onto the toe and make it more of a toe stand. Then try to settle back. All right. Coming back to your L, let's switch legs. Pull the legs apart. Hold here. Shoulder blades off the mat. Start to rock. And then freeze. 3. Exhale, rock, freeze. 2. Don't let that bottom foot touch down. And 1, hold. Bend the right foot. You can grab on and pull it forward. Start to shift your weight. Shoulders forward, hips lighten. Do that a few times. Rock back. Pistol, either holding on to the leg or not. Hang out. Catch a moment. Maybe try a toe stand. Popping up onto the toe. High heel. Low heel sit. Good. Take those legs out and find a forward fold. Walk those hips back. Stretch forward, lengthening the spine, and then releasing over. Deep breath, expand the heart forward. Exhale, roll the shoulders down. Come up, walk the fingertips backwards, walk onto the feet under the knees, pelvic tilt, crab or reverse table. Shift the hips up, shoulders down. Hold it here, squeeze the booty upward, and we're gonna play with a little under switch. Take your right leg up, and then pull it under as the left arm goes over. Right leg under, hovering table. Back where you came from, same direction. Left leg up, under, left leg under, right arm over, hovering table. Same way you came, go back. Right leg up, shift into hovering table, come back to crab. Left leg up, throw it under the body as the right arm goes over, and then right back. And then you could try to play with that a little quicker. Right leg, come back. Left leg, come back. 2 more. Right leg under, left arm over. Left leg under, right arm over. And swing it back. Lift the hips. See if you can bring your hips toward your heels and push off the hands. Lift into a forward fold. Again, a little counter stretch on the wrists and a rag doll your way up. All right, any adjustments you need to make? Hair, clothes, and then find some stillness. Deep breath in, big sigh out. So a moment of stillness, and then we bounce. And let your arms and your hips go. Keep the core active. And just let your body do its thing. Softening wrists, shoulders, hips, and stillness. Mountain pose. Let's bring your palms to heart center so we can feel the heart beating, feel alive. Notice how maybe you were not even thinking about anything else but your body and the movements. Let's stay with that. Inhale, arms up. Gentle back bend. Hard to talk here. Exhale, palms to heart center. Forward fold halfway. Reach arms back, crown of the head forward. Send the tailbone back, even if you need to soften the knees. And then go ahead and collapse over Uttanasana, forward fold. Any shake, shimmy. I like to sway the hips from side to side and the head. Now halfway lift again. This time press into shins. Create length, heart and gaze forward while creating a long neck and spine. Exhale, hands to the mat. Bend knees as much as you need to. Walk or jump to plank. Tuck right knee, tuck left knee. Hit your chest, hit your chest. 4, 3, 2, 1. Run. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet wide, swinging upward facing dog. Now chaturanga from up dog. You're just going to hug the elbows in. Up dog. Keep your toes tucked, so all we're gonna do is shoulders down, hips up. Find your body right in the middle of that chaturanga, hugging elbows in. Hold, upward facing dog, flip onto the top of the toes, the top of the feet, and then tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog, right leg up to sky. Reach it high, high heel, left heel low, high heel and low. Keep reaching right toes to sky. Now knee to nose, tuck, knee to the mat, to the nose, to the mat. Really push forward and protract the shoulders, lift up. Right knee under hip, left leg up. Right arm up for spinal balance. Hold a breath. Rotate the left hip down. Hold the energy in opposition. Now tuck right toes, right hand down. Left leg is up. High heel right, low heel right. High heel, keep reaching left toes to sky. High, low. Square the hips, knee to nose. High as you can. Knee to mat, to nose, to mat, to nose. Put it down behind the left hip, under the left hip. Swing the right leg up. Left arm forward, spinal balance. Pull in opposition. Gentle, like tuck tailbone to find a neutral spine as you reach the energy apart. Left hand down, tuck left toes, right leg back to sky. Now, right leg slips through, stepping in between the hands. Drop into a low lunge. Press the hips forward. And then neutral, hover the heel back. Pulse. 8, 7, 6. Arms up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half split. Shift hips back. Walk heel forward or pick it up and draw it forward. Left hip forward, right hip back. Create space in the front back of the leg, the hamstring. And if you need blocks here, please grab them. We don't want any hamstring injuries or stretching beyond your limitation, so listen to the body. Try to keep a long lengthened spine. We're gonna slip this foot back, come back to donkey. Now press into the left hand, spin the left heel out. Pick up the outside top of the foot, partridge. Pull the chest open, kick. Think of a dancer, kick, kick, kick. And then send that right foot out all the way in front of you. We're gonna spin. You pick up the knee if your mat is sticky and find this gate pose. Good, one knee, your left knee is down, hips forward, and then stretch the right toes out. Side body stretch, again, flossing the shoulder, up and over, reaching a little bit longer. And then other way, bringing that shoulder up into stacked fingertips or palm down. We're gonna try to just kick the foot through, set it down, lift up, come down. Kick that bottom left foot through. You can bend the supporting leg, knee if you like, and then lift the hips to set it down, and then side body oblique lift. Lower one more time. Bend into the standing foot, the right foot, maybe tap that hip, pull it in and under, and then pulling up through the obliques. Now, think of child's pose. Sit the hips back, stretch the arms forward. Deep breath in and out here. Pull that right foot long to the side, finding inner thigh groin. And then if you'd like to turn it more into a puppy, slide the chest forward, lift the hips up. Breath in and out. Roll the knee upward, that extended leg. Sink into it. Walk your hands in, maybe knees, chest, chin, and then lift. Tuck the back toes under. We're gonna swivel and grab the heel and turn this into a back bend. You can keep the toes tucked to make that heel a little bit more accessible. If it's still hard, put the left hand at the sacrum or right at the hip, and then try to reach up and over. We're trying to press the hips forward and arch the heart up and back. Reach the palm behind you, hips forward, glutes softly engaged. Roll all the way back to your half split. Take a moment here. We're gonna twist our half split. Left hand down, right arm up. Rotate, draw the right hip back. Twist. Now keeping this twist, start to walk onto the right foot. Twisting lunge. Pick up the back knee. Continue to rotate. As you push off the bottom hand, lift the right arm. And then as if someone was pulling your right arm back, exalt the twisted lunge. Big breath in. Can we reach both arms back? Maybe grab them, give them a tug, reach them apart. Cartwheel all the way through Vinyasa, hands down, chaturanga. Upward facing, maybe from up dog, we jump onto the toes for chaturanga now. Up dog to down dog. Shake out the head, swivel the hips from side to side. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Right leg up high. Hug the knee in as you gently step in between the hands. Lower the back knee, draw your hips forward, and then scoop back to neutral. You can slip that left foot back with you a little bit, 90-90. Pick up the back knee and pulse. 8, 7, 6, arms up, 5, 4, squeeze belly in, 3, 2, 1, soft landing, release into a half split. Pulse and land. Shift your hips back. Walk your hands forward. You can pick up the heel and draw it forward so the hips are over the right knee. Walk your fingertips forward, shine the heart forward. Again, maybe you're on blocks or you have a pretty bent front leg, working it straighter as you draw the left hip back. Deep breath in, big sigh out. Pull the belly in, lengthen. Find some subtle movements, whether it's a gentle cat-cow, a swiveling of the hips. Breathe. Press onto the right hand. Slip that left foot back. Turn your toes out and find this partridge. Reach the top hand around the top foot. So I'm doing left hand to left foot. Same arm. Stack the shoulder over the wrist and pull the leg up and back. Thinking of a dancer. Kick, kick, kick. Open up the chest. Breathe. Good. Send that leg all the way out. And this time I'm going to spin away from you. And you can pick up the knee if you're on a sticky mat and find this gate pose stretch. So knee under right hip over right knee, and left leg expanding long. Side body stretch. Again, elbow flosses over to create a little bit more space with movement and breath. Hips gently tucked forward, reach, reach, reach. And other way, stack. This is your modified side plank. Push the shoulder down, press the hips open, arm can floss over a few times, and then pick up the bottom knee, kick it through, top knee can bend, set it down under the hip. Use your obliques to draw the shoulders over the hips. 2 more, hand down, press into the top foot, kick the bottom foot through. You could bend and sit, and then lift and flip the knee back where it came from. Use your core to lift back up and down. Kick through, soften that top knee. Maybe you sit the hip down, lift, and set it down. Lift the body, hips go back, arms stretch forward. Walk the foot outside the hip. Think of a half straddle split and a child's pose. Melt here for a couple breaths, and then your option is to turn it into more of a puppy pose. So you can walk forward, send the chest and chin down, and see where you can be. Close the eyes. And walk the hands under the chest, and think knees, chest, chin. Press yourself away and then tuck your right toes under that bent knee. Tuck those toes, swivel around, grab right heel of palm to right heel, and spin the heart up and open. You can support the head with your hand for a pillow, or you can reach it back. Try to press the hips forward. Try to expand that leg and peel the heart up and back. Focus on the breath and active engagement. Make a pillow if you need. Come over to the right to unwind, and then float your right toes back. Pick up the knee if you need. Settle back in your half split. Twist your half split. Left arm up, left hip draws back. Stack here. Stretch the arm in opposition. Inhale and exhale. Start to walk onto the left foot. Adjust as much as you need to. Walk off the back knee, twisting lunge. Start to press a little, reach a little higher, twist a little deeper. And then as if someone was taking your top hand and drawing you backwards, exalt the twisting lunge. Reach the arm up, pull that right hip back, maybe both arms, maybe grab a hold of fingers, and release. Keep reaching back, and then big cartwheel through your vinyasa. Hands down, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take right 1 foot chaturanga. Right leg's gonna float up. Plank, chaturanga, jump to the left, lift. Chaturanga, jump to the left foot, right foot up. And lift, chaturanga, jump to the left, both down, belly to mat. Locust, float everything up and back. Take a big breath in, hands down, upward facing, downward facing. Breathe, connect to the breath, feel your heart racing. Make little figure eights or circles like a hula hoop with the hips. Bend the knees generously, start to bounce. Buoyant hips up, down. And then big jump forward through a handstand, a hop float, or walk. Take your time. And forward fold, Uttanasana at the top of the mat. Shake that heavy head. Shake out those wrists. Maybe step on the palms this time. Trying to pick up your heels. Maybe really getting that big lift through the heels, bringing thighs to belly, being safe on the hands, using your core to lift the weight away. Give them a nice shake. Shake out everything. Ragdoll your way up. Subtle bounce. 3, 2, 1. Nice and sweaty. You can take a sip of water. Pause this at any time. One more little flow. And we will be through. Right leg up high. Give it a hug at the shin. Roll the shoulders back and down. Straighten the left foot as much as possible. We're doing a twist grab. Yogi toe lock on the right toes, left fingers to right toes. And then twist the arm back, and you can stay right here with a bent knee, or we can try to extend it out. Take a moment here to really generate the twist from the trunk of the body and then the shoulders. And then pull back, option for a pistol squat, and going into Vigorous eagle. Let go of the foot, cross it nice and high. Wrap it if you like, or toes can melt down. Right arm under, if the right knee is over, and then pull the elbows up shoulder height as you melt a little bit deeper into the standing leg. Scoop the belly in, pull the shoulders forward, lift the elbows higher, and then float the right foot back, keeping Vigorous, arms if you can. Take those hips into square, right hip down, so keeping them nice and even. Bend the front knee, connect thigh to belly, toes to mat, and then lift elbows, still eagle wrap. High lunge with a back bend, oh yeah. Straighten out the back leg, release, take cactus elbows. Woo! Warrior 3 or airplane with the arms back this time. It's harder to balance on this rug. Makes it a little softer. Now, cross the back knee and cross it all the way down. So, plant both feet down facing forward. They're parallel, but a little bit at an angle. And then start to work the hips, right hip forward, left hip back. Belly to thigh, spread your arms like an airplane. Breathe, inhale, and then reach both arms over to the left. You could grab your right wrist with your left hand. Side body stretch and lean. Knees can do whatever they need to. Maybe your front knee is a little bent like mine, or you could try to work them a little straighter. And come on back, hands to front thigh. Back leg now comes out to fire hydrant. As high as you can, you could take your left hand on, right foot grabs toes. Spin the leg back through half moon. Woo, half moon here. Peel the right hip up, flex the toes forward, reach the shoulders to stack. Big breath in and out. Soften the front knee, toes down, straighten, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Hand can be on block, foot, shin. Just think of slight engagement of the glutes to peel right hip open, and then both arms up in opposition. Pull, pull, pull. Both arms back, straight legs, reverse triangle. Again, you could grab left wrist. And pyramid. Turn the hips forward, forward fold. If you feel a little wide, take a subtle hop inward. Square the hips again. Relax the head and neck. Deep breath into the belly. Walk your hands forward, right leg standing split, kick up nice and high, energetic toes to ceiling. Walk your hands out over your shoulders. It's a kick and a jump. It's one kick, one hop onto the hands. Push the shoulders down, maybe you catch a handstand. No worries, if not, one kick, one hop, and then bring it on down to your right shin and your left foot. Take a nice calming breath before we finish up on the other side. We're gonna try to balance on the right shin, extending the left leg out, hold, and walk onto the foot, walk onto the other foot, Malasana, yogi squat. Let's take a crow pose while we're here, hands down, booty up in the air. Hands shoulder width, turn your palms outward, index finger forward, or even the space between your thumb and finger. Maybe even turn them out more. Hug the knees into the armpits. Shift your whole body forward as the knees go in. Protract the shoulders, push the floor down. Lift the hips up. Float those feet up if you can. Hamstring curl, core on, hips up, shoulders down, big breath in. You can throw your feet back to a vinyasa by swinging the hips up, push the shoulders down, jump, and then upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Drop the head, straighten out the arms a little bit if they feel wide or if they feel like they're too turned out. Bend the knees, hop, jump, float forward, or maybe make a quick little shape in a handstand. If that's in your practice, you could try to jump to a straddle and then float down. Ragdoll up, shake out those wrists, shimmy the shoulders. All right, deep breath in and out. Feel that sweat on your forehead and hug
Left
the right
knee
in. Roll the shoulders back and down, straighten the right leg. Lift a little prouder, a little higher. Right yogi toe lock on left toes. Twist the left arm back. Feel free to stay here or find that expansion in the leg and start to really twist from the waist. Couple breaths here. Focus on pulling the limbs apart even if you have a bent knee. Option for the pistol squat. Holding on is a little bit easier. Sit and lift. Let go of the foot. Eagle pose. Left foot crosses over and hooks or taps on the floor. Left arm swings under. See if you can wrap and start to pull the elbows in front of the shoulders. Sit a little deeper in the standing leg. Hug the belly towards the spine and then start to lift the elbows, sit a little deeper. Uncross, find warrior three, keep the grip on the arms. Point your flex, just roll the left hip down. Belly to thigh, toes to mat. Gentle back bend with eagle wrap in a high lunge. Crescent, feel the hip flexor on the front, on the back hip peeling open. As you send the elbows high, it gets harder to talk. Release the hands and take cactus first. Open up the heart, reach back one more breath. And now airplane. Shoot forward, I'm falling all over. Hopefully you are feeling strong and solid. But if it's one of those days you're falling too, no big deal. Hold your airplane, hug the back knee in. Cross the left foot to the right side off of your mat. Work on rotating left hip forward, right hip back. Reach your belly towards your thigh and expand the arms out into an airplane. Keep rotating the hips, reaching the heart forward, crown of the head forward. Feel the right side of the gluteus medius. Good, as you rotate. Now lift and spin your arms to the right. You can grab your left wrist with your right hand and give it a tug. Keep working on rolling the left hip forward, stacking shoulders, and side bending. Pull arms back. And arms come out. Send that left, or let's bring the hands to our quad first. And then expand the left leg to fire hydrant. Out to the side. Maybe the left arm goes to meet the left foot, and you work on straightening the legs. High as you can, pulling apart. Oh yeah, and then spin the hip back, fingertips to mat or block for half moon. Peel the left hip open, stack, take the gaze up if you'd like to make that a little more challenging. Right knee is soft. Bend slightly into the right foot. Meet your left toes and then heel, and then re-straighten for Trikonasana triangle pose. So we're straightening as much as possible, and we're peeling the left hip up, shoulders, ribs, pulling energy in arms in opposition. Big breath in and out. Now pull the left arm up and reach behind you on straight legs. Reverse triangle pose. Pull both arms back. Whew. Now swing the hip forward and forward fold. Pyramid pose. Wherever you want to take the hands, they can reach forward. Frame the front foot, reach back. Inhale and exhale. Square that left hip forward, right hip pulling back. One more big breath here. Float the hands forward. Lift the left foot up. You could grab your ankle, energetically kick those left toes up. All effort, even if it's not a perfect split. Imagine it is. And walk your hands forward. One glute squeeze kick, one hop onto the hands. One kick, one hop, one kick, one hop. Or you can stay in any shape if you made the handstand. Hold, hold, hold. Step it down. Left shin meets mat. And we're in a crouching lunge position. Take a deep breath in. Try to balance on the left shin. Extend the right leg out just for fun. Walk the right foot down. Walk the left foot out. Take your right elbow down and your left hand. Walk those feet back. Little funky down dog. And we're gonna do that same kick and stab. Kick and stab. Grip down into your fingers. Push that right shoulder down. You don't have to hold anything. And if you feel safer at a wall, you could try this funky pincha. Come down to forearm dolphin. And release the head. Walk back into forearm plank. Take a big breath. Pull the belly towards the spine. Almost cat the back as you protract the shoulders. Now scoop the hips forward. Sphinx. Catch your breath. Tuck your toes. Forearm plank. Walk it up to dolphin. Take your right hand back by your elbow. Funky down dog. And then right leg kicks and tries to stab. Kick and stab. You could try to hold. Elbow, fingertips, gripping. And walk both forearms down. Hit your dolphin. Walk to your forearm plank. Swing to your sphinx. Send the left arm out. Right hand at chaturanga. Peel the right hip open. Let the head fall heavy. Your right toes could maybe find your fingers. Breathe. And unwind. Take the left arm into chaturanga and swing the right arm under. Left knee comes up, left shoulder down. You're facing the sky now in a twist. Left knee twisting over the right leg. Try to melt the shoulders down or just hang out into where it feels good. You can even floss that hip up and over. Good. Find fetal position. Stack hands and hips. Take a big breath here. Take your top arm down and your left hand can wrap around your right hand. Your bottom hand wraps around your top shoulder as you push the floor away for 3. Push away 2. Push and hold 1. Feel the triceps. Maybe they're even shaking. Now bring your right hand to the mat and thrust the hips up. Step on the top foot and then slip into either a wild thing or easier, a crab reach. So see where you want to take it. You could play around with trying to roll into a wheel pose. Walk your fingers towards the front of the mat to shift back over. Walk your hips down. Bring your belly to the mat. Give your wrists a nice shake. Left hand chaturanga, right hand outside of your shoulder. Scorpion flip, peel the knee up. Try to make your toes find your fingers. No force, just see what's there. Nice deep calming breaths. Heart rate's probably high. Come on back. Press your right hand to the mat. Slip your left arm through the open space. And then roll your right knee over and your right arm out. Facing the sky, heart to sky. Supine position. Rolling the shoulders down. And then just seeing if that knee wants to lift and lower. Trying to create a nice twist. So if the shoulders are down, maybe the knee floats up. If the knee is down, maybe the shoulders float. Or maybe you're just able to get them both down. One more breath here, and then stack the knees, stack the shoulders, find fetal position, take that top arm, give it a shake, press it down under the elbow. The bottom hand wraps around the shoulder, and we're pushing the floor away, tricep, lift and lower. Lift and lower. One more time, hold it up, hold it, replace the bottom hand. Walk the knees open as you push the hips up. So almost like this modified side plank, and then float the hips upward, walk onto the feet, find a crab reach, like a reverse table, find a wheel, find a wild thing, see what works for you. So we're gonna stay this direction, supine. Work down, find me in bridge. Grab onto your ankles, lift the hips, squeeze shoulder blades together. If you can't reach the ankles, no big deal. You can bind the hands under the back, tuck the tailbone up and under as you squeeze the glutes, lift, 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 and then wiggle the shoulders out, vertebrae by vertebrae, down on the mat. Give your knees a nice tug, circle out the ankles. Awesome job. Take your floating waterfall, wiggling the hips and shoulders in different movements and directions. And then any shapes you want to make, whether you want to take a plow, shoulder stand, wheel, feel free to play with your practice. We're really strong. We've fired up so many muscles. You might surprise yourself with what you can do. Or maybe you just feel like that was enough for your body and you're ready to rest. You can also take a quick figure 4, reverse pigeon here as you cross the right ankle over the left. Try to reach through, kick up, expanding that knee out to the side, external rotation of the hips. You could try to grab the thread, both arms under the leg, and find almost like this reverse flying pigeon here, but you're hugging in with the arms, making it just a little bit easier. Knee and ankle trying to line up, left foot expands. Big breath in and out, pelvic tilt the hips, and then find a low boat. Rock your low boat right here. Massage the back, squeeze the glutes. 8, 7, 6, 5, maybe the last few, arms overhead. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then the left ankle crosses over the right. We give the hamstrings a hug inward to externally rotate the hip. You can straighten out. You could try to slide your arms behind the ankle and calf and extend the right leg out. Keep pulling gently that ankle towards the heart. Right leg long, feeling the hip flexor and quad get space, and the left hip externally rotated. Big breath in and out. And find your low boat. This time rock side to side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Big, tight crow pose on the spine. Knees in armpits. Push the earth away. Hug the heel in. All out effort. Hold for one more breath. And relax. Find your pose of relaxation. Whether that's traditional corpse pose, you find your legs up a wall, you prop a block under your back hips, or shoulder blades. Again, if you'd like to continue playing, please do. Otherwise, our final resting pose, most important pose of the practice, just because we get to reap the benefits of all that hard work, give our minds and bodies the appreciation and love for all that it did on and off the mat today, all the choices you made that brought you to this moment. Thank your body. Calm the mind, calm the breath. Find some stillness and peace and stay as long as you like. I'm going to leave you here. I appreciate you so much, and I just want to thank you for taking this class today. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.